Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. Today I am playing the final match of the Qualifier B with International Master Hans Niemann. So let's start the games. First I have white. Everyone, welcome to my stream. Today So Hans played the last two matches. He beat Grandmaster Xiong and Grandmaster McCumian very convincingly in the last 2 days. So he's in good form. I cannot underestimate him. Okay, I don't see his move yet. Okay, so he played the French defense. I think he also played this in the first day against Grandmaster Xiong. So this line is interesting. I think white is slightly better, but I still have to prove that. Okay. How am I going to do this? G4, H4. Yeah, let's do G4. Bishop A6 looks logical. I'm going with H4. So my plan is simply to attack on the king side with maybe H5, F5, something like that. H5, H6, maybe try to mate him there. Obviously, black has to play on the queen side. Maybe he will play bishop F1, queen B8, queen B5, rook FC8. Maybe sometime he will play F6. I don't know. Let's continue with our plan. So sometimes I want to weaken his king side a little bit with H6. Oops, no, that was, oh my God. That was a mass slave. I didn't plan to play bishop g2. I wanted to play bishop b5, queen b5, b3, but well, that is not what I wanted to do. But what else can I do? Oh my God, this is terrible. Oh, what can I do? Okay, that's ridiculous. I don't want to play that move. I just click on g2 and for some reason it make the move on g2, but okay. We have to try our best in this situation. I'm not gonna resign here, although it's resignable. It's okay. No one would play this position with whites intentionally, but what can you do? You just have to play. So my plan is to play f5, maybe hoping for some attack. It's unlikely, but still. I don't think he has b3 yet, so maybe he has to take it a little bit slower with bishop b5, a4, b3, something like that. But he has to be a bit careful about my b5. So, sorry, my f5. So I think he's calculating knight takes e5. Yeah, that's a good move, unfortunately. What can I do? Fe, bishop c2, king a1, bishop d1, and this is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to play b3. Yeah, this is so ridiculous. Knight takes g4. I'm just lost here totally. Yeah, this is, I should resign, but I still have some hopes, like bishop b5, queen g7. I don't know, it's not much, but it's the best I can do. So what can he do here? G6 is definitely not playable. King H8 is not good. So I have that only one trick to attack on G6. But what? I didn't think that move was playable. Definitely looks very risky because I can take on E6. So what is he planning to do if I take on E6? Rook E6, FE, Queen G6. I think that's my best chance. I have to go for it, even if it loses right away. But I don't have any better move. So F8, Queen G6, King F8, maybe Bishop H3 or Queen takes E6. Of course, I should have resigned, but I don't want to resign too early, so I'm gonna try a little bit. What can I do here? Rook F6 maybe? Yeah, let's try Rook F6. So obviously my only chance is to attack on the king side, maybe with Rook H1, Queen H4, trying to mate him, maybe F5. It shouldn't be much. It should be nothing for white, of course. But let's try Queen H4. Knight H7 is not good for sure. Knight H7, Rook H1 should be winning for white. Yeah, Knight D7 is a good move. What should I do here? Maybe I should take on F7. Can I do that? So I have Rook H1, Rook H8. No, I don't have Rook H1. No, wait, I may have. What if I take on G6? Rook G6, F3, Queen E7. Looks like I may have perpetual. Is it mate? Take. I think it may be mate. King F8, Rook H6. I think certainly I'm winning. I certainly don't expect this, but this is mate. Rook G6 and Queen G7. Wow, so I won the game even though I blundered a piece. That's very surprising for me. Okay, I definitely didn't expect this, but somehow, yeah, he probably got confused and then he lost the game. But it's definitely not my intention to give up a piece that early. Okay, let's not be that ridiculous. Don't do that mouse slip anymore. It's ridiculous. I cannot do that. Okay, so now I'm black. Let's try to play normal chess here. Okay, so d4. Okay, so yesterday he was very successful with this opening, the London system. So I expected him to repeat this. Obviously, it's not much for both sides, but what can we do? So bishop f5 or bishop g4, both playable here. Let's go bishop f5. So bishop b5 seems like he has to play that at some point. Queen b3, does he want queen b3? Queen b3, I think I may sacrifice a pawn and go bishop d6. Queen b7, bishop f4, queen c6, king f8. I may have compensation. Yeah, I think I have very decent compensation there, so I'm gonna go for that. So queen b7, bishop f4, queen c6, king f8. And then my king will be safe on g7. If bishop d6, queen d6, queen b7, rook b8, black is fine. So bishop g3. Okay. Should I worry about queen takes b7? I don't know. Maybe I should. So I'll go rook b8 just to defend the pawn. And then I'll castle. Okay, so what should I do here? I like b5. So my plan is to go b4 or knight a5, knight c4. So I'm not too worried about bishop b5 because I have a6. Okay. Knight h4 is a better move. Can I go bishop g4? Yeah, I'm going bishop g4, knight g4. I think my position is absolutely fine here. So should I go b4 or knight a5, knight c4? b4 looks very reasonable. Maybe I'll take g3 first. And then maybe I'll go queen d6. He should play a3 at some point. Yeah, that's right, he did. So I'll go rook c8. And then I'll try a5 b4. It's not much, but okay, it's 95 threat. Okay, not really, I'm not worried about that. So I'm going for a5 b4. So b4, if I play b4, he has cb, ab, a4. And that's a pass pawn right there. So maybe I shouldn't do that right now. I should go with something else. What should I do here? I'm not sure. Let's just play h6. Make a waiting move and see what he's planning to do. Okay, I need to speed up a little bit. I was slow in this game and he's having a time advantage. So I need to speed up a little bit, but I think my position is fine. So let's go queen a7, preparing for b4, or maybe e5 is a threat, maybe. Not really, e5 he has queen f5. So e5 does nothing right now, but my knight on g4 is not bad. It can stay there a little bit. Okay, so maybe b4 now. What about b4? b4, cb, ab, now a4 doesn't work. So let's go for it, b4. Maybe he'll go c4. Okay, he go knight c5, I'll take bc. And then maybe go rook b2. Just doing some counterplay on f2. And now if rook a1, I probably go queen c7. Wait, do I have knight takes f2? No, I don't. Rook a7, 93, 93, and the rook is hanging, so I cannot do that. Can I do rook a2? Rook a2 looks very reasonable. I'll do rook a2. So rook a2, queen a2, I'm attacking f2. It's not so easy for him to defend f2. If he go queen e2, I can go rook a8. So I think I'm fine here. Probably a little bit better, but definitely not too much. Although the pawn on c3 is slightly weak, so that's going to be my target to attack, and also the pawn on f2. So if I get my queen or rook to the second rank, that could be dangerous for him. So the pawn structure is a little bit better for black. My pawn structure is more compact. I don't have any weaknesses. He has the one on c3 and f2, so you gotta be more careful than me. What will he do here? Queen f1. So don't blunder knight f2 because of queen takes, because of rook a2. So I'll go rook a8. Rook a2 is only move, queen a2, knight h2. Okay, so he wants to trade the knight. Very reasonable choice. Okay, I'm going to take that knight. And I'm going for queen d2. Okay, so rook e3. Can I go rook a2? Rook a2. Rook f3 is his plan. Okay, I'll go knight e7 first. Maybe if I can get this knight to g4 again, it would be better. But it's not easy to do that. So I'm just going to get the knight to f5 for now. Oh, maybe I have a plan to get it to g4. What if I play h5 and knight h6? So his first rank, he may have some first rank issue. But for now, queen b7 is kind of a threat. Okay, I'll go h5. So queen b7, I may have rook a1. But then he has queen c8, rook f5, and perpetual check, right? Yeah. So queen b7, I should go rook f8. Rook f8, then knight d7 is annoying. That's annoying. Okay, so I got to go queen a2, skipping everything solid and preparing for knight h6. Okay, I'll go knight f6. So knight e6, fe, queen e6, king h8. I think I'm safe there. Do I have something better? Okay, I don't have much time. So knight g4 check, hg, queen b1, king h4 is only move. Okay, queen h1, queen g2. What am I doing here? Queen h1 again. Okay, knight f6. I'm gonna go for that. Oh, oh, this is very bad. Oh, I blundered that. Okay, after king h6, it was lost anyway. But yeah, he found a very nice tactic. Yeah, I should have been more careful about that. Okay, so I guess this makes up for the first game. So let's try the third game here. Okay, I need to be a little faster. Yeah, I missed that king h6, very bad move. Okay, so let's repeat the opening. I think I was fine in the opening. So let's not blunder like that again. Is knight e2 also a move? Okay, let's go knight a4 again. g4, h4, h5. Okay, I'll take b5 and go b3. Yeah, this is much more normal than what I did before. This was my intention. So how am I going to do with this? Do I want knight c5? Yeah, probably. So I try that, and then I go bishop c5, ef. So knight c5, bishop c5, rook f7, ef, rook f6, maybe f5. Maybe, I don't know. Rook f7, ef, rook f6. Should I go rook he1 or f5? f5, ef, g5, rook e6, rook d5. That's also reasonable, but rook he1 also looks good. So let's say he play e5, I may go rook d5. Yeah, I like rook he1. So also I'm threatening g5 now. So maybe a4, a4, g5, ab, ab, cb, rook takes f4. Can he do that? a4, maybe I play rook, maybe I play king b1 first, just to be safe. Because anytime he play ab, I have cb, so I don't have to worry too much about those tactics. And if he play something like, okay, e5, I have rook d5, rook f4, probably queen g2. Okay, h6 is good move. So he doesn't want to give me g5. That's his idea. So do I want f5, 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 ef, gf? Yeah, f5 looks good, but then there's some d4. There's some d4 that can be annoying. So what do I want to do? Yeah, I think let's just play a prophylactic move with king b1 first. I blunder nothing with king b1, so it's okay. And now maybe f5. Now may be the time to attack with f5. f5, ef, rook d5. No, that's not good. Ef, gf, d4, bishop d4, rook f5. That's also not great. But okay, what can I do? So if he play ef, gf, ab, ab, cb, d4, bishop d4, he can trade the queens with queen takes f5. Could he be better there? Maybe. Yeah, let's take d4 first, and then we see what he is gonna do. Okay, rook f5 is good. Now it's probably good to trade the queens, but let's go queen g2. Rook g5 is the only move. Then I'll centralize my queen with queen e4. Now if AB, I have AB. I don't want to play CB now. Looks too weakening. So my main play will be against the g7 pawn. So AB, AB, if queen a6, then I have bishop e2. So not to worry about that. Rook h5 is too risky, I think. Okay, rook f8 is a lot better. Okay, I'll go bishop e2. So my rook now can go to d7. or d6. So I think I'm much better here. His king is much more in danger than my king. So what does he want with queen c5? Rook g1? Maybe that's the plan. So let's go rook d7. Looks logical, right? So I'm threatening maybe rook g7. Can I take on g7? Or maybe I give a check on e6 first and then take on g7. Looks even stronger. Yeah, let's give a check first. And then take on g7. Wait, let's think. Rook g7, bishop g7, king g7, queen g6, king h8, rook queen h6, and then rook g1 at the end. Yeah, that looks winning. Let's go for it. Queen g6, queen h6, queen g6, and then rook g1. How does he defend? He has no defense, I think. Queen e7, queen h6, and queen f8, and that's it. Queen g1 is only move, but that's over. Okay, so I won game 3. Let's go to game 4. Okay, I was okay in game 2, so I probably will repeat the same variation. Yeah, let's repeat it. Okay, here it is a little bit different. He didn't play 92. So maybe I have queen b6 here. The idea is if queen b3, I have c4. Okay, b3, I'm going with bishop g4. So I got my bishop out before I play e6. This should be better for me. Yeah, now this b3 is a slight weakening of the his pawns. So I'm going with bishop b7, just regular chess, castle. Nothing too fancy here. Bishop h5. The thing is with that pawn on b3, it's not so easy to play for white now. Okay, he wants b4. That is a logical plan, I could say. So what should I do here? Should I go to fc8 or rook ac8? That's the point. It's not so easy to decide here. Maybe I should go a5. So just not to allow b4 too easily. Okay, so a4, he has the b5 square now. We can put the bishop there. I don't mind. Should I take cd and put my knight? Yeah, cd is going to take ed for sure. So let's go with rook d8. Another solid waiting move. So let's trade the bishop. Can I? Bishop g6, take. Maybe he has queen b5. Queen b5, queen a7. It's not too bad. Yeah, let's go with trading the bishops. Queen b5, queen a7. I'm still okay. Maybe knight e8, knight d6, and knight c7 later. The queen is nice on b5, but it's not doing much right now. So anytime I take cd, it has to take ed, because if it takes cd, then my knight has a very good square on b4. So I guess he cannot really play c4 because I take on d4. If he goes knight e5, I probably will go knight e8. Okay, knight e1 is good. Knight e1 is a decent move. Just getting ready for knight d3, I guess. So the question is, after knight d3, what should I do? Should I take? Okay, I'll go knight e8 for now. So knight d3, maybe I should play just b6, keeping my pawn structure intact. Okay, he goes back. So should I trade the bishops with bishop d6? Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm going to do it. Bishop g5, bishop e7, maybe. Okay, knight f4. I'll take knight f4. Can I play e5? I don't know, that feels a little bit weakening. So I'm just going to put my knight back on f6, just to control the center. So knight d3 back, I probably play b6. dc, bc, c4, I have d4. I'm not too worried about that. So my plan, what is my plan? I don't know, maybe double the rooks. Really don't know what my plan is right now. But also it's not that easy to play for white. Maybe I should transfer this knight from c6 to d6. So knight e7, knight e5, or knight c8, knight d6. And then if I get the knight to d4, it's good for black. I trade a one pair of knight and then I attack c3. So maybe he's trying to play g4, g5, h4, h5. That's very aggressive. What should I do here? Okay, I'll go knight e7. So just control f5. Now if g5, I go back knight e8, put the one knight on f5, one knight on d6. Okay. Okay, I'm going to double the rooks. Maybe queen a6, just pinning that knight and see what he's doing. Yeah, not much is going on here. Just moving around a little bit. Maybe I have c4 idea. Okay, stop that. Yeah, let's just wait a little bit. I don't see what's wrong with waiting. So now I have CD threat. CD, ED, still doing nothing. So just going to wait a little bit more. Oh, okay, that's a good plan. Okay, I probably make that mistake. Okay, I have to get back. Okay, that was a mistake to allow his knight to e5. Okay, what is this take? Let's go knight c6. Trading that knight must be okay for me. CD knight b4, rook c7 has to be good for me. Let's take BC, take, and then maybe rook B6. Queen D7, knight back, rook back, knight D6. So his position is, he has a lot of weaknesses here, so it's very hard for him to defend. I think right now he's losing a pawn at least. So let's go for this. Yeah, I think I'm definitely winning this rook endgame. So queen f4 is only move, and then which pawn should I take? Probably this guy. Yeah, so okay, so is it 3-1? Yeah, I think it's 3-1 after 4 games. So we are to game 5 now. It's a good start for me. Let's try to keep up my play. Okay, so game 5, I'm white again. Let's try e4. Okay, so again, French defense is not afraid of this challenge. Neither am I. So let's go with it. Okay, it's interesting we got this opening debate, although I think it's should be better for white here, but I might be wrong. Take, b3, so f6 or f5. You can also do f5. f5, then I don't have this knight c5 idea, and then ef. And I don't want to take ef immediately because the knight will get to e4, knight f6, knight e4. So what should I do here? Should I play h6 or king b1? I like h6. But there's nothing wrong with king b1. Just a waiting move. Usually waiting moves are useful. Also just prophylactic move against any future threat on the c file. Okay, so h6. He wants to double the rooks, that's obvious. So I'm going with can I go knight c5? No, knight c5, d4. That's a big mistake. So let's go h6 first. g6 is only move. And then if I can get my queen to that diagonal, I may be able to mate him. But for now, it's not possible. How about knight c5? Yeah, I like knight c5. So my point is, if knight c5, bishop c5, fc8, I have bishop d6, and then queen h4, queen f6 can be annoying for black. And if he doesn't take, then I want to take and go queen h4 myself. Knight ce5 doesn't work because fe, knight c5, queen f6 wins immediately. So what can black do here? If d4, I can take on d4, I guess. Or d4, I can take on d7 first. Rook d7, queen h4. I can play queen h4 there, and then he has to play f6 or f5. Then I go ef, and I'm a pawn up. Although it's still a messy position. Do I have something better than 97? So if d4, bishop d4, knight d4, knight d7, knight takes c2, knight s6 check, king h8. How to evaluate that position? Okay, so he's just sacrificing an exchange, I think. Fe, he has to take with rook c5. That's the point. Okay. Yeah, so he wants that. Let's give him that. Okay, so how to evaluate this position? Not easy. I believe I should keep my queens, keep the queens in general. So I have some mating threat. So queen f4, trying to get rook f1. This knight will have to stay on d7 to defend f6. So rook e1, a4, I have rook e3, not a big deal. Rook e2 now, a4, rook d3, and then rook f3. That should be okay for me. Or even, yeah, rook d3, rook f3, or rook f1 now. What should I do? Okay, let's go rook d3. Queen c5. Queen c5, and then what should I do? Should I play g5? No, there's some queen g1. Maybe I should play rook f3 first, just to force him to go back, but I'm not so sure. I don't really want to allow a3. So let's go rook f3 here. And then g5. I like g5. So he can go a3. a3. And then perhaps I'll go queen e3. Stopping him from these mating ideas. If d4, I'm going back queen f4. And he still has no mating threat. So his rook has to stay there on f8 to defend f7. And then I'll be able to get that d pawn. So I think the best is for him to go back with the queen c7 or queen e7. Okay, d4 is surprising. If I go back here, what is he going to do? So queen d5, I have rook d2, I think. Queen d5, I have rook d2. Okay, d3, I take. Queen g1, I have queen c1. Okay, that's his plan. So queen f2, I guess. Or queen d4. Let's go queen f2. Let's go queen f. No, queen f2 is not so simple. Yeah, queen f6 is not possible. That's unfortunate. Let's go queen d4. So queen d4, I'm thinking he has to take. Queen d4. Okay, he doesn't want to take. That's interesting. Okay, what should I do here? It's not so easy. Should I go c4? Queen c3. Queen c4. You can take and go queen f4, but he can take and go knight f4, that's what I mean. But yeah, here, maybe I'm better here. Yeah, I'm keeping everything solid here. And then I'll go queen a5. Yeah, he cannot take rook c8. So is it 4-1 now? Yeah, it is 4-1. Okay, so I need only half a point more to win the match. Okay, so let's stick with what is working. Okay. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so he's changing his opening a little bit with the knight on c3 instead of on d2. Still, I don't think this gives him anything too much. I'm going with d5. So putting my bishop on b7 and knight on d7 looks very harmonious. Knight on d7. Does he want queen f3? Maybe. Okay, anyway. Let's allow queen f3. I don't think that's too dangerous for me. So what should I do here? Rook c8, natural move, developing my queen side. And then I guess, should I take with queen or knight? I think taking with queen is okay. Do I have knight h5? Yeah, I think knight h5 is okay. Queen g4, knight f4. Do I have knight h5? Queen g4, knight f4, queen g7. What is that? What is that? I have a feeling that it shouldn't work. So knight f4, queen g7, 93, queen h8, king e7, queen h7, knight b2. That should be winning for me. Okay, let's go. So best move is ef. Okay. And then g6 or castle. Castle is okay too. I don't worry too much about f5. f5, I have e5. Not a big deal. Okay, so knight e2. That's better. Still, okay, what's his plan here? He wants c3, he wants to attack on the king side. Okay, I'll go to fd8. Very logical plan, I think. So I don't do anything crazy. Maybe b4, I should try to gain some space there. So I want to trade the light square bishops. So I want, okay, I gotta be careful. Some knight h5 is his idea. So I should probably play g6 or f5. Let's play f5 and stop all of his attack there. So I want to put my bishop on the long diagonal, maybe bishop e7, bishop f6. I think he's going queen e2 here. So queen e2, maybe I have bishop d6. Just trying to harass that pawn on d4. So I don't know what to do here. Let's go a5. Okay. Yeah, let's go G6, just keeping everything solid for now. Bishop E7. As I said, I want to keep the bishop on the long diagonal. I think I'm fine here. It's very difficult to find a useful plan for white. Okay, where is the knight going? To E5, I see. So should I play E5 myself? Maybe I should try that. So he has to play something like Queen G3 and then Knight F3. But maybe now it's time to break with E5. Yeah, let's break with E5. Yeah, I think I'm fine here. Obviously, still complicated position. But I don't think I have too much to worry about. Should I go Rook E3? Rook E3, Rook E1. Let's go Queen D6. Just attacking that F4 pawn and maybe prepare Bishop A6 in some lines.
Qualifier.
So if Rook E1,
Qualifier.
probably I go Bishop A6. Yeah, I'll go Bishop A6. 1 second. Okay, I'll take on D3. Okay, this position is not that great for me. He has some attack, which could be annoying. Okay, I should stop that with H5. Otherwise, it may be dangerous. Knight G5 is that's a good square for the knight, but knight is not doing much there. Okay, I'll go King H7. Should I take that knight? Okay, let's not take it for now. So, okay, probably it's time to take. Yeah, otherwise that knight can become dangerous. So Queen E6, Rook C3 is coming. Rook C3 is coming. Queen A7, Queen E7. I think I'm kind of okay here. Although it looks like white is still a little bit better. D4, Queen D2, Rook C8. Seems okay for me. Queen F4, Queen F4. Maybe I take on D3. No, that's too risky. So Rook D1 is the best move, I believe. And then I'll go back Rook D8. Rook D7. So trying to keep everything very simple and safe. Queen F6. I should be able to take and go King G8. So not too worried about that. Let's go Rook D5. So it's kind of no move for both sides. Can I take Rook E5? Rook E5, Rook E5, that's too risky. So let's go Rook C5. And then Rook E5 back. Let's go King G7. Rook C5. Okay, can I take E5? Yeah, I think I should take E5. And then I'll go Queen F6. Rook E5, Rook E5. Yeah, I think I'm safe here. I think I'm not gonna lose this game. Queen, Rook D5 maybe. Rook E2. Let's go Rook E2. Okay, this is dangerous. Okay, sorry, that's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. I shouldn't allow that. Okay, but I'm going to try to draw this. Probably not too difficult. So I take on, no, that's not possible. Okay, it's very dangerous. I gotta be careful. Queen g4, hg, rook, no, f4, I have to go for counterplay, rook c7, rook a7, king f6, king e6, king d5, f3, check, check, king d4, king e3. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna lose this. I might even win. I might even win this. Yeah, I think I'm winning this. Rook e2. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's bad. Okay, rook e1. Okay, yeah, this is winning. Yeah, okay, so it's 5-1, right? And I don't need, I think that's all. I think I won the match according to my count, if I'm not mistaken. Can you please confirm? Okay, great. Okay, so it was a very interesting match, and I think my opponents play very interesting chess throughout the tournament. I was just a little bit lucky, especially in game one. Then, yeah, I think today I play much better than the first 2 days. But Hans is a very talented player, and I wish him the best of luck in his future tournaments. And I would like to thank the Chess24 team for organizing and inviting me to this event. Thank you all of you for watching, and I look forward to the main Banter Cup, where I will be playing with the top guys. So very excited for that and look forward to it.